Seneca said, if a man knows not which port he sails, no wind is favorable. What that means is that if you don't know where you're going, you experience every wind as a wind of opposition. Question, which way do you want the crypto market to go? Do you want it to go up or do you want it to go down? I dare say that the answer to that question is not as straightforward as you might think. I mean, imagine it. You wake up tomorrow morning and Bitcoin is $200,000 and every altcoin has pumped substantially. Are you happy or are you sad? Both. You're happy for your existent portfolio, but you're sad that you didn't get the opportunity to buy more. You wake up tomorrow morning, on the other hand, and Bitcoin is $2,000 and the entire market has tanked 90%. Are you happy or sad? Both. You're sad that your current portfolio is in the garbage, but you're super happy for the opportunity to buy at a 90% discount. Welcome to the Cryptosphere. This is Cryptogenic coming at you. I've been called the Bishop of Blockchain because I offer insights for living that transcend the analysis of digital charts. And in this video today, if you stick around to the end of the video, I'm going to give you a better way to think about your goals and a better way to think about your desires for the crypto market as a whole. We're going to start by taking a look at this Bitcoin chart over here. And what we see on this Bitcoin chart is that we are retesting this historic trend line. This trend line, this dotted line here that we're beneath, actually, I'm going to make it solid again. This trend line goes all the way back to 2013. We have capitulated beneath it temporarily, and now we are trying this week. We got 5 days left in this week to close a candle back above this line, because if we can get back above this line, we are back in the bullish trajectory, back in the bullish trend that leads us all the way to $180,000 and beyond, eventually, not immediately, but eventually. However, if we get rejected at this trend line and this trend line becomes resistance that we remain under for a while, that could spell some very dark days for Bitcoin and the crypto market to come, an extended bear market that will at least last through the end of this year, and maybe through the end of next year. We'll have to watch and see. However, looking at the RSI is trying to peak above this line. And if the RSI can close outside of this line and this line becomes support, then we could fully expect for the price to close above this line, and this line should become support there as well. So we are watching and waiting. However, when we take a look at the 4-hour chart, we can see that Bitcoin has had a nice 4 candles ago. Yesterday, Bitcoin had a nice breakout. It broke first above this temporary line of resistance, and then this line of resistance actually goes back pretty far. If you take a look at it, it goes all the way back over here, right? So Bitcoin just exploded through 2 lines of resistance in a single 4-hour candle, which is amazing. But could we simply be repeating this whole thing over here and getting another dump just on a smaller scale, a smaller level? If that's the case, what we could expect to see Bitcoin do is maybe have a few more nice bullish 4-hour candles and then dump again. Looking at the RSI, it's not out of the question. The RSI is already in the overbought position and it needs to pull back. So, the jury's still out on what Bitcoin's going to do. It's inconclusive. But what's a better way of thinking about what I desire it to do? My desire is to glean enough wisdom from these charts in order to profit whichever way the market goes. That's my desire. My desire is not for it to go up, not for it to go down. It is unprofitable for me to set my hopes and expectations on something that I cannot control. And whether Bitcoin goes up or down, I can't control it. Whether XRP goes up or down, I cannot control it. But I can control me. And that means I can control my investment strategy. Now, I started to say this yesterday, that the big mistake that we all make is trying to protect our assets at the bottom instead of at the top. Meaning we're already 75% down and we're asking, is it going to go lower? If so, I'm not going to buy. Or is it going to go lower? If so, I'm going to sell. No, you don't sell down here. You should have sold up here, right? Down here is where by the way, this is not financial advice. I shouldn't have said you. I mean me. This is what I say to myself. You don't sell at a loss, or you don't sell at the bottom. Even if I'm in profit here, I bought my first Bitcoin for $4,000. But even here, even if I'm in profit here, I don't sell after a 75% dump. I sell after a 2,000% pump. And the key, the strategy is however long it takes to get to the top, I wait until we're clearly in profit in the next bull run. And that's when I start taking profits on my assets. And this is what I do for my Patreon members. I'm going to give you one example. And the example I'm going to give you is Theta Token. The question is, and this is always the case, if we are at bottom, I can create a projection of where the top is. If that's the bottom. If we make a new bottom, I've got to do this all over again. But if that's the bottom, here are my levels. My first take profit level is going to be $4.50. My second one is going to be $16.35. And my third one, $48. This is a Fibonacci-based fractal based on the last move. Will it make it all the way up to $192? That would be awesome. But I'm going to take profit along the way. This is my strategy. Hold as it goes down. Take profit as it goes up. And if I hold as it goes down and buy more, acquire more, and take profit on the way up as it goes up, I'll always profit from the market because I have the patience to time it right. Well, that's all I got for you today, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Please do me a favor and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment letting me know what you think. If you want to see more charts like this, my Patreon community is the place you want to be. Now, historically, I would not pitch my Patreon community to you at the end of the month because Patreon used to charge you on the day you signed up and then again on the first of the month. And so I would tell you to wait till the first of the month. But yesterday, Patreon changed its policy. And it's now a true subscription policy, which means that if you join my Patreon today is the 27th of September, it will charge you on the 27th of every month. It will not charge you again on the 1st. So join my Patreon community today. Not only am I providing charts like this that provide take profit levels for every asset in the Cryptogenic portfolio, but as well, I've actually brought in a friend who's a tremendous day trader who grossed more than $300,000 last year in day trading, and he's begun a series of tutorials with my Patreon group on day trading, specifically a simple scalping strategy. And we have meetings on Monday evenings about that. So I would encourage you to check that out, patreon.com/cryptogenic. Also check out my podcast, go to aboutthebee.com and check out the About the Benjamin podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. All right. Above all else, make it your aim to sleep in peace every night, wake in joy every morning, and walk in love every day. This is Cryptogenic signing out.